You both were put on the Brady list by Pinal County Attorney's Office, is that right?
Correct.
What were you put on the Brady list for?
Because we had filed basically a complaint against the lieutenant at the agency we worked for, which is the Florence Police Department. And that complaint was that that lieutenant was tampering with evidence and had committed several felonies. The ultimate effect was when I would apply for positions or attempt to go to another agency to start a full-time career, not just working part-time as an officer. Well, as soon as your name gets off of there, give us a call. Or, there's not really anything we can do for you. Or I just get ghosted.
My certification is still good, but every agency I put in for, just as soon as the Brady list issue came up, I was done for. We proved every allegation that we made was totally true. Mr. Volkmer, who claims to be a man of integrity, should have done the right thing and taken us off the list. If I would have been willing to turn my head the other direction when this little 14-year-old girl got raped and the lieutenant covered it all up, I have every assurance I would still be in law enforcement today. All the evildoers got to continue their career, they got to retire, they got to go to work for Pinal County, and now, since we're on the Brady list, I'm not even in law enforcement anymore, even though I love the job.
That's the thing. It's the love for the job and protecting the people. That's why I got into it,
Exactly.
And then just to have that perception that you were a crooked cop or you were a liar, that is the part that hurts the most. There was a time there was a little depression there for a while there,
Most definitely.
I've looked into your case, I've read all the court records, I've read the federal court case file, I've reviewed all the evidence, and I believe that you both have been completely exonerated. And nobody's standing up for you.
We gave Pinal County attorney the chance. We kept approaching. There's got to be something. If somebody keeps approaching you about something, why are you not taking the time to look into this to see why they keep fighting this situation? Even though the case was over, this was his opportunity to go, okay, now that I looked at it, I talked to Arizona Post, we could pull you right off of this right now. That's what we're going to do. But he decided to, like I would assume he probably does with most things, he looked the other way, and he kept looking the other way. He never bothered to look back at it to see if he could fix it.
That's putting politics before principle. But I know he knows about it because before he was elected, I actually tried to call Kent Volkmer, and I talked to one of his associates. He says, I can tell you that Mr. Volkmer is closely monitoring yours and Gordon Robinson's situation. So I know he knows about it. I know he's had every opportunity to do the right thing, but he absolutely refuses to do it. I find it disgustingly amusing when you have a county attorney that's talking about, the crime rate's falling, Well, yeah, when you're putting people through first of all, you're not charging people.
Right.
And also when you're putting people through a program and then dropping their charges, of course the crime rate's going to go down.
Exactly.
I mean, that's common sense.
Yeah.
Is the crime rate going down because you're being an effective prosecutor and you're going after everybody? Or are you an effective prosecutor because you're looking the other way all the time?
Well, and are you an effective prosecutor just because you put them into a rehabilitation program?
Right.
Does the program work?
Right.
What's the recidivism rate of these programs? Where's the money go? How much does it cost?
Yeah. And the thing about it is, again, if I'm a victim, how do I feel when the person that victimizes me is walking the street because he was put through some little program and all charges are dropped on him?
I'm running for county attorney, and when I'm elected, I promise you, one of my first acts will be to remove you both from the Brady list.